Back to our property investor series, and in this episode we'll be looking at demand and supply in real estate. How does demand and supply affect real estate? How can you identify that your property investment has matured or your property investment is still in progress? Now, in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, this Meet the Property channel, and this will discuss everything in real estate. First time investors, avid investors, everyone that is interested in investing in real estate, we share tips, guides, and advice here. The risk, the location, the return on investment, land titles, land documents, property frauds, property scams, everything you need to understand before you start putting in your funds into real estate, we talk about them here. So this has to be your go-to channel. If you have not subscribed to this channel, you are on a long thing. So after watching this particular educative guide, I also advise you go to our different playlists on land documents, on property scams, on real estate companies, on real estate masterclass. We have so many episodes, so many videos that you have done that you are going to learn a lot from. So let's go to the topic, demand and supply in real estate. All right, so this is another fantastic opportunity for those who have been enjoying our videos, those who have been watching our episode and have not subscribed yet. We really want you to subscribe. We really want you to be part of the Meet the Property Guy family. So kindly subscribe, turn on the notification button so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, because there are so many videos that are still coming and there's still so much for you to learn from that is still coming from this channel, and you don't want to miss it. So kindly subscribe, turn on the notification button, and always look forward to be notified whenever we drop any of these videos. All right, so let's go into the topic about demand and supply in real estate. Now, a lot of investors have misunderstood what real estate is for. So that's why at times people sell when they are supposed to hold, and they complain about the return on investment they are making on a particular investment because they don't understand the demand in that location and how the supply in that location looks like. You are not going to be maximizing your investment in real estate enough if you can't analyze what the demand in that location looks like at the time you are investing, and what the supply of real estate in that location looks like when you are investing. Now, what is the demand and supply? Basically, demand and supply, demand is people need it, people need the apartments, people need the land. Supply is people have it. So people that need it, we have to go to people that have it. So if there are more people that need that apartment, that property, that land, and these people are more than people that have it, that means these people will be willing to pay more to have it. But if there are a lot of people that have it and only few people that need it, that means you have to bring down your price so that you can meet the market value for people that need it. So this difference is what a lot of people don't understand, and that's why I always advise real estate is a long-term game. Leave this sharp, fast, quick return. Real estate is you are going to do yourself a lot of favor when you already have it in mind that this investment I'm doing is long-term. Less pressure, less disappointment, less frustration, and you make better decisions. But the moment you are trying to make real estate decisions, real estate investment decisions based on fast, quick, you are likely, very much likely, 70% likely going to make a wrong real estate investment decision. All right, so let's go to the diagram part. So we have high supply, low demand, and low entry capital. We have secondly, we have average supply, that is second diagram, average supply, average demand, and average entry capital. Then the third diagram, we have shrinking supply, that means this supply is reducing. Increasing demand, that means there is surplus demand. And then rising entry capital. And then lastly, we have very low supply, limitless demand, and high entry capital. So we are trying to give you a relationship between demand, supply, and the entry capital. The entry capital is how much you are going to need to invest in that location. So the first diagram is telling us that there is a high supply. So there are so many people that have land in this location. Low demand. It's only few people that want to buy land there. Very low demand. Low entry capital. So you are not going to spend so much to buy land in that location. Then at the other part, we analyze the people that are mostly interested in this location, which is low income earners and high risk investors. This is exactly how Mowe was in 2004 down to around 2012. Nobody want to go to Mowe in 2004. Like go to bush. Without Lagos Ibadan expressway, that is not good. So the land there, vast land, the community have so much vast land. Low demand, only very few people that want to buy it. Now, then as time goes on, the demand starts rising and we have average supply, average demand. So the demand and supply at this stage is even. There are people that have the land, and again there are also enough people that need the land. Average entry capital. So the entry capital at this stage have moved above low entry capital to average entry capital. So at this stage, the people that are going to be investing in this location or buying property in this location are middle income earners, mid-risk investors, and then pioneer businesses. So a lot of people will be going to this location now to build a school, because they are looking at it as our population is increasing small. So some people will go there and build block of shops, because they look at the population is increasing small. Some people will go there and build a hotel, a 2-star hotel. Some people will go there and build a lounge. So these are pioneer business. They want to be there early. They want to be there fast. So it's not going to be top businesses, but they're looking at the population and they're looking at what people need. A small supermarket, they build it there to meet the needs of people. Then the third stage, we have shrinking supply. So at this stage, the population of this location is now growing faster than the available land in that location. Increasing demand, there are more demand for rentals, more demand for people that want to buy and build and live there, more demand for people that want to buy, build and do business there. Increasing supply, increasing demand, and then rising entry capital. So now the entry capital is no longer average, it's now rising. So at this stage, you can price a land for 10 million and then come back 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, they'll tell you, sorry, the land has been sold, or the land is now 14 million or 12 million, because the supply is shrinking and demand is increasing. So the people that will be interested in this location at this stage is rentals. So you can see that rentals comes in when supply has started shrinking. That's when rentals will sell. So if you want to invest in a location for rentals, you have to look at a location where the supply, the available land there is shrinking and there is more demand. Then family homes, which are people that are going to be interested to buy houses there for them to move in their family, or buy land there for them to build for their family to stay. Then low risk investors, people that could have bought it when it was 500k, but now they look at it as, okay, the location that makes sense, okay, they now buy at 15 million. These are low risk investors. Then mid-level businesses. So this time around, we are going to be having private universities coming there. We are going to be having private secondary schools coming there. We are going to be having malls, people building a mall. We are going to be having people building a premium 3-star or 4-star hotel. So at this stage, we are going to be having mid-level businesses coming to this location. Then the last picture, very low supply, or even like the supply is almost like people that are bought from people that are bought. Those are people that owns land there. There's no virgin land again. Then limitless demand, but the place have matured, the place have opened up. These are the Ikoyi, these are the VI, the Lekki phase 1, the Ikate, the Osapa, limitless demand. Then high entry capital, land is like 150 million, 200 million, 100 million for a plot. So the people that will be interested are rentals, luxury homes, developers. But it's developers that can afford a land of 100 million, a land of 200 million. If you buy a land of 200 million as a family man and you want to build a family home there, how much will you spend to build a family home? But developers won't mind, because they don't mind buying the land for 200 million because they want to build and sell. So top brand businesses will start coming there. 5-star hotels will start coming there. Premium malls will also start coming there. Block of offices, top brand offices will also start coming there to have a branch. So you can see the different level, the different demand and supply level. If you don't have so much money, your target should be location that have high supply and low demand. You should only target locations of shrinking supply, increasing demand, and locations of very low supply and limitless demand, where you know that you have the net worth to afford it. But if your net worth is below 10 million, there is no reason why you should be adamant and stubborn that is a orchid. You must buy a property in Orchid o. It's not possible. You must buy a property in Ibadan Yao and your net worth is 10 million. It's not possible. So the demand and supply level of each location will determine the entry capital of that location. And for investors, the demand and supply level of that location will also determine the objective. So places that can sell for shortlet is places with shrinking supply, increasing demand, and places with very low supply and limitless demand. You see, places with high supply and low demand, shortlet cannot boom there. You can have your shortlet apartment there. You can have it because competition will be low. But again, also your occupancy rate will also be low. So you can be there as a pioneer, pending when those demand rises and people have known you and they can always come to you because they know that you have been there for 10 years, you have been there for 15 years. But it's not a sharp quick something where you open and then people start coming in every day. No. So you need to understand all these different demand and supply level, and also this demand and supply level will also determine the property maturity. It's not the price of the property that determines if it has matured. It's the demand and supply level. So you buy a property for 5 million. Now the property is 20 million. You want to look at the demand and supply of that location. Has it changed? If it has not changed, it has not matured. So the fact that the property have gone up 15 million doesn't mean that it has matured. Which is something that I find very, very difficult to explain to investors. I will explain and explain and explain and explain. They will still tell me that, Rabiu, I want to sell. If it's my property, it's my money, I want to sell. The demand and supply will also always determine if it has matured. If the place has not matured, it's investors that also want to buy, and investors are always looking for the cheapest. Always. They're always looking for the cheapest. If you say your own is 15 million, an investor will tell you that, okay, no problem, I'll wait for a distress. I'll use someone that will need money sharp, that want to sell for 10 million or even for 8 million. That's how it is. They are investors. Compared to people that want to buy there and bring in their family, or compared to people that want to buy there and use the place for business, those ones will be willing to pay because they are looking at it that the demand in that place will also pay them back for whatever they have invested there. But for a place where land is just there, the supply is still very big, but demand is still low, or demand is just increasing small. It has not made up that supply yet. Is investors that will still be interested in that. So don't let the company prices push you. Company prices can be very, very deceiving. The land is 20 million and the company have increased the price to 35 million or 30 million. The land was 7.5 million the company have increased the price to 15 million. Don't let that deceive you. You need to look at the demand and supply of that location. and people start trooping to that location, and people start going to that location to rent houses, and people start going to that location to set up businesses, then that will determine if that property has matured yet. Some people bought Lekki phase 1 when it was 5 million, and when that investment, when it became 20 million, they sold, because they could not imagine, they don't have the foresight to even imagine it, that that location can still sell for 180 million, and they sold at 20 million. Some people bought at 20 million, and when it got to 50 million, they sold, but they could not imagine that that place can still get to 150 million. So that's why most times when you buy a property and you sell, you are going to regret it. It's not a curse. You always wake up and just wish that you have not sold. Real estate is long term. Real estate is long. Always resist the urge to sell. So that's why when you are investing, also have that objective in mind, that this investment, I'm doing it for a long term. For a long time. The location that is selling now for 15 million, and you are looking at it at 15 million. Oh, let me just make my 10 million profit. By the time that place goes to 70 million, 80 million, you are going to wish you did not sell it at 15 million, because that 15 million will not look like peanuts to you. You don't look like that, you don't even collect anything for that property that you sold. So understanding the demand and supply for every location is very important, and also understanding the entry capital for every location is very important. If you want to buy in Ikate right now, if you want to buy in Chevron right now, you must understand, because the supply there is very low and demand there is very high, entry capital is also very high. Don't be stubborn. If you no get Chevron money, go to Ibam Adesoya or go to Sangotedo. If you no get Sangotedo money, go to Eleko or go to Bogije. Because the more you are being stubborn and you are saying no, it's Sangotedo, it's Sangotedo, you see the Eleko that you could have bought at 5 million or 7 million, it will also now rise in price to that same 15 million, and you are still now going to go back there to go and buy it at 15 million. So that's why you need to understand the capital that you have, look at the location where that capital match, and invest there early. Because if you don't invest there early, your capital will not be enough to invest that location. Just last year, Igbola was 500k per plot. Igbola now is 2 million per plot. If you hold 1 million now, you are going further. 1 million that would have got you 2 plots in that same place last year, you now have to go further, another like 10, 15, 20 minutes drive after the location you could have bought last year, just to now buy at that 1 million. So you can't wait to buy real estate. You can't. There's no development there, buy it. There is no road there, buy it. There's no electricity there, buy it. Because all these things that you are complaining about, when they get there, they are not going to be selling at the same price that you could have bought it now. So you buy and wait for those things to come there. Not that you wait for those things to come there and now go there to buy. It will pay you, because you'll be feeling like, see something I would have bought 2 plots, 3 plots, and now buying half plots with that same amount right now. So that's the importance of demand and supply in real estate. Very, very important. You must understand this as a real estate and a property investor. So if you have questions about this, you have questions about your investment, one that you are about to make, one that you have made already, we have our WhatsApp number on the screen. You can always reach out to us. You can try as much as possible to just drop a message before you call. I'm a very, very busy person. I'm sorry. I'm a very, very busy person. So sometimes I can be in the studio 2 hours, 3 hours, recording video. Sometimes I can be on site 1 hour, 2 hours for our location. Different. I can be in meetings also, and I might not be able to respond to calls. But for people that know me, I will always respond to messages. I will always respond to messages. So you can always reach my WhatsApp number on the screen. Drop a comment here on our YouTube channel, and I will always respond to it. So I see your number one property on the planet, your property advisor, property consultant, Rabi Mustafa. If you have learned a lot from this our video, as usual, don't forget to give us a thumb like. If you have learned a lot from this our video, and also share this video with your friends, share it with your contacts, so that they can also learn from these different advices that we are sharing here. If you have not subscribed also to our video, one of the ways you can encourage us, one of the ways that you can like appreciate our work and also make us do more is also to subscribe to our video and also turn on the notification button so that you can watch more of these videos that you are producing. So I see me, your mobile political planet, your party advisor, party consultant, Rabi Mustafa. Thanks once again for watching our videos. We appreciate your time, we appreciate your trust, we appreciate your comments, your thumb likes, your shares, your referrals, your recommendations. We appreciate it so much and see you next time.